All right, hello, 8th grade compact math. I am recording this video for those of you that weren't at the other session for the Hangout. It's a little bit in the afternoon. My daughters are watching some Elmo, so you might hear that in the background. So let's recap what was happening today during math. And what I was going to say is that you can when you listen to this video, I'm going to put a tagline. You won't know when I'm going to say the tagline, but when I do say the tagline, that's what you have to email me that says you've watched this video. You notice one of the things you missed today was Wild West Wednesday. So I was wearing my cowboy hat and a flannel shirt. And then also here, we played some cowboy music like this. Or maybe not. My daughter likes that music in the background. So anyways, here's some other things you missed. Along with that was this. So basically, just keep in mind from now on going forward, your teachers are going to be giving you, each teacher, math, science, social studies, and English, including your encore teachers, are going to give you 2 opportunities at Hangout sessions. And we've been doing that right along, so it's still going to be Wednesday and Friday mornings. But just make sure you look at this this form that Ms. Check sends out to you guys every Monday after we fill it out as teachers. But it'll tell you basically a calendar, what's going on the team, so what you're ready for your online learning. And then down here, we'll have the Hangout schedule. So our Hangout this morning was, actually these times are all messed up because there was some misconfusion, but our Hangout this morning was 9:40, not 9:10. I don't know if someone changed that on me or what happened. And then there was a double booking and everything got all weird. So anyways, with that being said, just keep in mind to look at this. Like you can see tomorrow, there's a Hangout with Ms. Boyle and Pellegrino. Mr. KR has a couple Hangouts in the afternoon. So the other thing, so that's a little bit what was going on. Remember, at some point in this video, I will say the tagline. It won't be in the middle. It'll probably be towards the end, so that way you make sure you listen to it as much as possible. All right, so here's what we did math-wise. Oh, one other thing, as I look into the camera here, we're gonna, if you notice, my beard's been getting long, and my hair too has been getting pretty long. I wear this little thing so that way my head doesn't get all, you can see my hair is really long if I don't really put anything in it. So basically, I told the other kids that starting on Friday, there's 5 weeks left of school after this week. Now I look all weird. I can't fix it. There's 5 weeks left of school after this Friday. So on the last Hangout session, I'm going to hopefully celebrate by shaving my beard and my hair live on a Hangout and have everything spread out and covered so that all the clippings don't make a huge mess. So that was the other thing you missed. So let's look at the math that you missed for today. So I'm going to flip this over here and flip this over to here. Okay, so the first thing we did was look at your solutions for the hamburger question. So the answer to this riddle was, where do hamburgers go to the dance? Where do hamburgers go to the dance? Hey, Brooke, do you know where hamburgers go to dance? She said where, and the answer is the meatball. Say the meatball. She laughed a little bit. She doesn't get it. Neither do I, kind of, but I do. So basically, you guys did really well on the Google Forms. So I just want to go over the ones we did in the Hangout. So we did this one. You can see here, this one had one solution because it crosses once, and it's at x equals -3. So that's right there. That was number 6. And then an example of one that has no solution, possibly, is number 10. You can see, why does this one not have a solution? It never crosses the x-axis. So because of the vertex never crosses there, there's no solution, so you'd write no solution for that one. And then an example that has two solutions, it crosses twice for number 11, crosses at -7 and 3. So you'd write for this one x equals -7 and 3. And then obviously you would have circled, this is the B for burgers. And it would have got you to the answer of to the meatball was the answer, I believe, for that. All right, so the next thing we did is we did briefly go over the classwork practice. So I wanted to show you those answers. Everyone got the first question right. So the first question on page, where are we, page 20 something. Give me a second to flip to the right page. Yeah, first question here was no, number 5. -2, if you plug that in, does not equal 0. It's a no. Everyone also did really good with these solutions, so I think we get it by now. X equals -4, x equals -6 and 6, x equals -8 and 3 for number 9. Number 10 was 2 solutions, x equals -6 and -5. Number 11 was 5 and -5, and 12 was no solution. We briefly looked at some of the other questions, but we were kind of running out of time because of technical difficulty issues. So I'll just kind of show you on that first video. I already did 13 and 17 for you. So if you have your work, maybe take a moment to take out your graphs. The ones I did look at on the images that you uploaded look pretty good. So number 14 looked like this. You notice that if there's no C value, your line of symmetry is 0. Number 16, the line of symmetry was 5, facing up like that. Number 18 was facing down because of the -a, and the line of symmetry was x equals, looks like 6 or 5. Oh, 4.5. Sorry, I wasn't even saying the solutions. Number 14, the solutions were, what were they? -1 and 1. Number 16 solutions were 0 and +10, it looks like. Yeah, number 16, the solutions were at, and again, remember how I talked about factoring is a really good option when graphing these now because you'll know your x-intercept. So you can see when I factored, I already knew the answer was 6 or 3, 6 or 3 for that one. Number 20, I factored this one out as well. Y-intercept at 36. And then when I factored it, I already knew the answer was going to be -6, just one solution there. The line of symmetry is x equals -6. And then, by the way, some people asked through email or confused with what does find the zeros mean. It's just a fancy way to say find the solutions. And then, speaking of some more solutions, or finding the zeros, number 22. You had a solution at 7 and -7 here. Number 24, you had a solution at, so this one, the A was, that's what we were talking about. A was 3, so it was skinny. We also said, Mackenzie brought up a good question, like sometimes like if it's just A's 1, it's neither skinny or wide. So you can just say neither, I guess, because when x is 1, you're really just left with x squared. And that's like just having your dots. If I look at this one, I kind of graphed it for them there. It's just like a normal parabola. It's neither skinny or wide. So just keep that in mind. And sometimes always go based off of what the A is, because sometimes they'll play with the scales and it might look skinny or fat or wide, but it doesn't match your A. So just whatever your A is, if it's a large A, then it's going to be skinny. If it's a fraction A, it's going to be wide. Just like this one. Actually, yeah, maybe this is what she was talking about, because, yeah, this one looks all wide. But what's A? A for this one is A equals 1. It should be a normal size parabola, which is now that I'm recording this video, that kind of makes sense about her question. So even though this one looks wide, it's because the scale right here, like this is going by 2s, 4, 6, 8, and then this one's going down by, the Y scale is going by 10s. Interesting. All right, and last but not least, hopefully, so again, yeah, the solution there, it looked like it was at 0 and -4. The last thing we did was talk about the quiz. So tomorrow's work on Thursday is going to be, you're going to work on the quiz for 30 minutes. And I uploaded it to Google Classrooms if you want to get a head start. And you might not finish all of it in 30 minutes. So whatever you get to do tomorrow on Thursday is fine. And we'll talk about how to upload it and take pictures and all that tomorrow. So anyways, y equals x squared is what you're comparing these two graphs to. So it says compare the graphs to y equals x squared. And so I didn't show the other class, but if you want to graph it, you can. So x squared is 0, 0. 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9, which is off the graph. But then it would look like this. And then it would look like this. So this is your standard y equals x squared. I'll post that in another video tomorrow. So you're going to make some comparisons. You're going to graph these two functions and then make some comparisons to y equals x squared. Talk about like the vertex, if it's higher or lower, the line of symmetry, if it's to the right, if to the left, or the same or different, and then if it's facing up or down compared to x squared, which is always facing up. 3 and 4, you're just going to graph. 5 and 6, it wants the solutions by graphing. So you're going to have to graph and tell the solutions. And then 7 and 8, it's no big deal. It just says find the zeros. You can do it by factoring or grouping if you want. Or I left space. It's not here, but there's going to be some graphing area if you want to do it by graphing too. So the last thing I want to show in this video is the number 4, which we did as a class. And I really wanted to show you how that would be, if you can't take pictures or if you want to hand it to me digitally, how you could put some of this on a Google Docs. So let's almost done here. Oh, but yeah.
I really sometimes like it. Nobody had to go poop.
Oh, my daughter has to go poop. Go poop. Go. Well, on that note, let's say the tagline here, because this video is about to wrap up real quick. The tagline is, "Hey dude, hey dude." All right, so for number 4, this was it. So let me show you how you can do this digitally. So things you know about this: the y-intercept is -5, so I know it's 0, -5. I went to try to graph it during the Hangouts, and I could not do the AC method. So I quickly realized there's no solution to this. Then I went on to graph, and I did my x-coordinate, -b/2a, and I got +2. Then I was like, all right, cool. Now I got to get my y-coordinate. I plugged that in. I got y equals 3. So that gave me the coordinate 2, 3, 0, -3, 0, -5. Why don't you take a second and pause? I'll pause the video, or you pause the video, not me, and plug in x equals 1 and tell me what y is equal to. You probably just saw it. Yeah, y would also be equal to 1. So this is kind of what I wanted to show you on Desmos and yeah, so this is what we ended up doing. So I put those numbers into the table and it gave me these 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's half my parabola going this way. So, and I even put x equals 2 as my line of symmetry. And then what you do, right, to get the other points, as usual, is you jump over the line of symmetry. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's going to be 3, 2. So that's 3, 2. And remember to put this, oh, see, something's wrong. I think I did that backwards. It's 2, 3. Oh, it's 3, 1. My bad. Yeah. 3, 1. That's what I wanted. Yeah, 3, 1. And then this one is at -5/2. So negative, so then it'll be at 4, 4, -5. Or -5. All right. Yeah, to get this table, just make sure you press the plus sign and then table. So technically, you don't have to, you could just, if you wanted to put this Command-Shift-4, you could just screenshot this if you don't have a printer or a way to take a picture of your work and send it to me. You could just screenshot it and put it into a Google what do you call it? Google, not a Google form, Google Docs. But if you want to check your work, again, this doesn't, your quiz tomorrow does not count as a grade. It's really just to see what you know. So there's no way to cheat, or you can just check all your answers by factoring or by graphing. So you can go like this and you know it works. So then what I did, I think I put it here, hopefully, let me see, recent, I just did it this morning. I don't know, maybe it didn't save. Well, let me just make one for you. So what you would do, right, Google Docs, is you would just come over here and you could just call this number 4, and then you insert the graph. So I go insert image from file from my computer. And when I take a screenshot, it goes right to my desktop. So I'll go here to my desktop. There's my screenshot. Pops it in, so I would know that you got it right. And then number 4 also asks for, remember the tagline for today is, hey dude, the vertex and the line of symmetry. So I would say line of symmetry x equals 2, right? And the vertex is, I'll be right there, Brooke. X equals, no, vertex, we need a coordinate. It would be 2, 3. 2, 3. So I have to go. Hopefully this video was able, yeah, so let me just show that to you again. So that's how I would, if I was typing out my quiz on Google Forms, that's how I would do number 4. And you could even, start this at the top here, put your name, and then start with number 1, and then put in that graph and explain sentences, the difference between the x squared and the graph there. So again, if you couldn't make the Hangout, hopefully this video helps you with that. I will see you tomorrow, no, Friday, via Hangouts. And oh yeah, Friday, inside information we decided later in the day is going to be favorite food Friday. So like your favorite snack during this time, or just in general, you can eat some food during the Hangout. So that's it. See you guys Friday. Bye.